Alright, here's the deal. I've been playing a lot of anime fan games. I know, who would do that? I've played the main Attack on Titan games, I've played the Clash of Ninja mod that balances the roster and gives them new moves. I've recently played Shinobi Story, a World of Warcraft mod meant to have you create a character and build out your own Naruto ninja. I always look at fan games that look interesting to me. This was not one of them. I first saw Draco Wolf playing this My Hero open world game, and then I saw Afro doing the same. And to me, this just felt less like a My Hero game and more like a power fantasy. If you look at this game and you replace the Deku model with the Hulk, the whole thing still works. I wasn't super interested in what this game was. That's when, instead of looking at the game that we have now, I decided to read about the game that they were actually making. This is My Hero Academia Beyond, and oh boy, I was not ready. And if you love My Hero, I actually have a special announcement. The competitive Discord server for One's Justice 2 has recently resumed their PlayStation tournaments, and they're gonna run them every 1 or 2 weeks depending on signups. It's completely free to enter, and it's a good time if you love playing One's Justice. The difference is, I am now looking at those tournaments, keeping an eye on the results. Because the best players to come out of these tournaments are gonna get invited to play on Wanted, a King of the Hill series where every episode, a champion will fight to retain his title as the strongest One's Justice player, happening on stream at twitch.tv/Globku. If you've ever watched my friend Damascus on Twitch, he's been doing Wanted for Dragon Ball, Guilty Gear, and Street Fighter for a while. And he's actually the one helping me put this whole thing together. We're expanding Wanted into Arena Fighters, and we're gonna start with My Hero One's Justice 2. This will be on Wednesdays. The first episode is on September 29th, but if you want to get invited, then you better qualify in this Sunday's tournament. To sign up, just join the competitive server's Discord. The link is down below. Signups are completely free, and best of luck, guys. I am super excited to get this thing going. Now, My Hero Academia Beyond, an open world game where you play as My Hero characters. For now, all that's available is a bit of free roaming on the UA campus, but seeing that city behind me, I obviously just wanted to jump straight down there. Guess we got invisible walls. The hell is wrong with your eyes, mate? Now, I'll say it from the get-go, I love the art style on this. There's something about these trees especially that just screams anime game, and it's a look that fan games can't always achieve. The character models and some parts of UA are a bit rough, but the trees, best trees, 10 out of 10. You've got some basic running and jumping, so far so good, but then you activate One for All, and you can really get going. You even have the Black Whip from the most recent episode, so you can Spider-Man your way around. There's wall running, it feels pretty good as well. I'm digging the movement so far. This is a very good starting point. But then this happens. This is when it goes from My Hero to straight up power fantasy. Like, what is this? To be fair, since there's only free roaming right now, this might just be a placeholder. Just something to make traveling from one point to another in the map something a bit less painful. Not something they intend for the final game. At least I hope they don't. Because this makes me feel less like Deku and much more like someone who just speed hacked the game. I see a lake in the distance, and I thought, you know, I'm gonna bump into another invisible wall, when to my surprise, you can actually go there. And there's Endeavor and Todoroki chilling by the lake, and there's also Mount Lady and Kamui Woods. Look at that, this is a pretty big area already. I'm sure it's still being built. I don't remember UA being in the middle of a huge forest. I thought it was in the middle of a city, but hey, they're building it out. And even on movement, there's still a few things to iron out. I mean, whenever One for All is active, it's not super easy to stop. Like, chill Deku, I just want to look at these models. Like, just to take a closer look. And for a guy that's so fast, your dodge roll sure sucks. But hey, it's a starting point, and there's plenty of stuff to be impressed by already. But where are we going from here? This is barely a game right now, so what is coming? Well, in the game itself, the menu shows that combat, race mode, and time challenges are coming soon. Okay, that's something. And then I looked at the credits. Holy crap! This is not a couple of people making a fan project. This is a team the size of an indie studio. And this is the short version of the credits. The Discord credits a whole bunch more people. With a team this size, their ambition is also pretty damn big. Looking at the FAQ, one of the questions is exactly that, and apparently their goal is to make an open world action adventure game that follows an original plot. And it's not even a linear story, as they plan to allow for multiple outcomes at the end of the game, based on player decisions, sort of like the Fallout series. Okay. And they also plan to have open world gameplay work like Marvel's Spider-Man on PS4. Okay, buddy. So does everyone else in the industry. I like that they just throw that out there casually. Like, that's insane. And it doesn't stop there. I quote, "We plan to implement a multiplayer mode in which players can create their own custom heroes and free roam the city doing good or evil acts to change their reputation as a hero or villain. Plus, they want to do events where you get reputation boosts." So long story short, let me see if I got this straight. They want to make a AAA AAA open world game, non-linear story, character creation, multiplayer, and a live game with updates and events. And they want to do all of this without a budget, and constantly at the risk of receiving a cease and desist from Shueisha. As All Might once said in your own game's loading screen, the most inflated egos are often the most fragile. And this idea sure seems inflated as hell. But I often discuss dream video game ideas, I often pitch them in the hopes of them becoming real someday, so it's nice to see someone doing more than just talking about it. Someone actually trying to get it done. It's nice to see that. How many characters will the game have? All the characters listed on the casting call will be in the game, plus some more not revealed. Most of them will be playable in free roam. Okay, let's look at the casting call. You gotta be kidding me. What is this Hang on. Bakugo's mom? Where do I send the money? I guess it explains some of the playable characters in the demo, because not all of them were obvious choices. And it's interesting to see how different they are from Deku, so let's look at them in order. Bakugo can fly. That's kind of it for now. He's not that interesting. Maybe once combat gets added, he'll be a bit more. Right now, it just flies around. Uraraka actually has some objects that she can mess around with. You can touch these objects and make them float, and then release the quirk to make them fall. But moving around with Uraraka is boring as hell. She just kind of floats. I hate it. But I didn't appreciate that aspect of hating Uraraka's movement until I played Mirio. Mirio can permeate through anything. And while you're below the ground or inside a building, the screen is black. And that's because being Mirio actually sucks. We all see Mirio as a badass. He's such an awesome character that has overcome so much, but it's easy to forget how much his quirk sucks. He's not good because of the quirk he has. He's good in spite of it. Light, sound, everything permeates through his body while his quirk is active. So playing as Mirio means that that's gonna happen to you, and I love it. I love that this game is actually putting you in the shoes of the hero instead of just giving you what you want. No, you're gonna suffer, just like Mirio does. Have fun staring at this black screen. If multiplayer ever happens, I bet Mirio will look badass to everyone playing alongside him or playing against him. But the Mirio player will always just be staring at a black screen. I love it. All Might, he's just a more powerful Deku. He runs super fast, jumps real far. Trees are actually destroyed when he sprints past them. I didn't even know that was possible. But hey, actually All Might doesn't feel over the top like Deku did when he did the full sprint. This is all freaking Might. He's supposed to feel busted. He still rolls like a toddler though. Endeavor is kind of like Bakugo. He can fly around and that's about it. He flies faster and can hover. That's the difference. And I can't see shit because of these flames. Mount Lady is unique. She can grow and shrink with a button. She's also the only character that jumps when you press a button. Everyone else has to charge a jump. Only when you release the button do they go. But with Mount Lady, try not to jump too much as a giant, because she'll keep trying to climb some trees. And finally, Kamui Woods. You know how Deku has the Black Whip and can sort of Spider-Man around? Yeah, that's just Kamui Woods for now. All of this to say that there are some good ideas here on how to make characters unique, but also a fair share of recycled abilities from one hero to the next, which is what you do in game development. It saves you time and it allows you to make more playable characters, which ultimately is what we fans want. And it's yet another fan game to keep an eye out for, but the ambition on this one seems absolutely out of this world. What they're pitching is essentially a Spider-Man PS4 with multiplayer, character creation, and a non-linear story. I mean, just aiming for a Spider-Man level is already crazy ambitious. That implies building an entire open world, populating it with life, have that life react to the player's actions, creating content all around the world, be it main story quests, side quests, maybe add some of those races, combat challenges that they're gonna add anyway. And I mean, combat is still being developed, and they're gonna do that for every playable character. Because you bet they're not just gonna take a single combat moveset and copy paste it to everyone. Given how unique they're making movement for each hero, they're gonna make combat unique as well. But that's already a very ambitious project. On top of that, you add character creation, multiplayer, and player choice to the mix. I don't know if we'll ever see the end of this project. I would love to, but I just don't believe it. That said, I applaud the effort, and I hope this video has put this fan game on the radar of more people. My Hero Academia Beyond, I'll leave a link to their Discord in the description below. But do not mistake that link for the one of the My Hero competitive server Discord. There's gonna be 2 Discord links down below. One is for the fan game, another one is for tournaments. Tournaments that you can enter for free, and then you get invited to play Unwanted on my Twitch channel. And as always, thank you very much for watching. My name's Globku, and I'll see you next time. Bye!